wet, 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 ooh, wet, 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 ooh, wet, 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 ooh, wet, sweat, 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 sweat. Keep on looking in the mirror, yeah. Put it through the grit, it get clear. Ooh, shield my heart from the tears. Ooh, rice bag case it get wet. Ooh, slip and slide out of last year. Facing my ocean of fears, trying to take it to a new tier. Evaporate, I disappear when they get too hot around my peers. Yeah, I'm off the boards, trying to ride the wave. I'm at the port, I'm charging when I'm drained. My news feed, my breakfast for my brain. Yeah, hiding my retinas rinsed. I'm in the pool, trying to stay afloat. Driving through the lane like a boat. Buzzer beat the pressure, make a go. If I hit it, it wins. I don't stop until I break a sweat. Ooh, wet. I keep dripping, hit 'em with finesse. Ooh, ooh, wet. Every day I wake, I know I'm blessed. Ooh, ooh, wet. Pull up like I barely hit the net. Ooh, ooh, wet. I don't stop until I break a sweat. Sweat. Ooh, wet. I keep dripping, hit 'em with finesse. Sweat. Ooh, ooh, wet. Every day I wake, I know I'm blessed. Blessed. Ooh, ooh, wet. Pull up like I barely hit the net. Ooh, ooh, wet. Sweat. Sweat. Ooh, ooh, wet. Sweat. Sweat.
I'll say my lineup. I'm fully comfortable saying it.
Okay.
So you said free agent first. I'll go with Giannis. And then when you said rewards, my mind immediately went to Carmelo. And I will actually use another rewards card for free choice. I'm going to go ahead and show off Michael Redd a little bit.
No, I like that you said you're using the free agent Giannis card because that's actually the level 8 reward in my career right now.
That's great. It's been a lot of fun to incorporate different My Team rewards in my team that you get from playing my career. And that's been a nice change this year as well.
My free agent card, I'm gonna have to copy the professor and roll out my free agent Giannis. My reward card, I'm gonna go with a card I have not gotten too many reps with, but I'm gonna go.
Now introducing the starters for your Memphis Grizzlies. Manning the middle, standing 7'2", number 48. At 4, 6'7", number 24, Dillon Brooks. At guard, 6'5", number 22, Desmond Bane. At 4, 6'11", number 13, Jack.
Welcome to we are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Thank you very much. Jaren Jackson Jr. is continuing in his father's NBA footsteps. Asked about that influence, Jaren said, just his heart for the game and tenacity. You have to be able to shoot and play defense because you don't want to be a liability.
I can see why, DA, and I think he's well on his way. Thank you for that one. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Luke Kennard out there with Elfrid Payton. Then it's Paul George, and it's Niang in at the 4 spot. And for the Grizzlies, Brooks at the 3 with Jackson at the 4. Then it's Morant, and it's McDonald in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And as the regular season winds toward the playoffs, Greg, for those teams in the upper half of the standings, how much are they looking at the seeding and their possible opponents?
Well, I don't think most would admit it, but it's human nature.
Clippers substitution, B.J. Boston, number 15.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Now here's Morant. Neal defending, and they double up Morant. Bane with the bucket. Bane's got 5 now.
With the ball in his hands, Ja draws so much defensive attention. Got his teammate a clean look.
Here's Smooth, guarded by Morant. Here's Smooth. The shot's good on the assist by George.
And they don't want to get in a habit. Of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
To the middle, here's Jackson. That one goes in.
He can beat you from the outside and the inside. Jaren Jackson's versatility and his skill set is a huge asset for this team.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
Point blank, this is a bad combination. If you're looking to get stops, that's not the way.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Connects again from distance.
Nails it and is now even for the record.
Hard to believe, isn't it? His next shot from range will move him into the top spot all time for threes in a season.
And to think a few years ago, hitting 300 threes was impossible. Then Curry hits 402 in 2016, and just years later, the 402 plateau has been reached again. You just can't make this stuff up.
Cauley-Stein grabs the board.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Culver passes to Adams. Goes back up. Whistle blows. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Smooth. 26 points for him last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And made a big mark at the free throw line as well. He got himself to the strike a lot and cashed in when he had his chances. And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Cauley-Stein against Williams. That's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession. And the Clippers making a change here. Noel's checked in.
Jalen Noel.
There's 25 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Clippers trail by 5. Johnson surveying the floor. Here's Smooth. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. Smooth's got 8 points.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
Here's Culver. Misses the 3. And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Grizzlies lead by 3. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yes, you know this, GA. Back in our day, and any day really, if you don't block out somebody, you will sit down.
We've got Williams, Culver out there with Wallace. Then it's Brandon Clark, and it's Adams in at the 5. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Out to Wallace from downtown. It's hauled in by Noel. Clippers trail by 3. Fires from deep. Good. And another from 3.
And who thought it couldn't be done? That 3 moving him into history.
You can feel it as